Get in here now. Y'all already know the vibe. Get in here now. Let me make sure the mic is up. Get in here now, man. Listen, man. Nicki Minaj canceled? 50 Cent versus Big Meech. Is it all starting all over again? I did a lot of videos on the Big Meech 50 thing. It seems like it's about to really go down now. We got DDG versus haters. This is the craziest thing I've seen, this DDG thing, because I don't think he really want to really accept the truth. This is crazy. I don't think he really want to accept the truth. And then we got Tasha K threatens Armon Wiggins like she gonna sue him. Listen, it's a lot to get into. We on go. Make sure everybody's subscribing. Make sure everybody's hitting the poll. Make sure y'all all subscribe to On Go. Make sure y'all are, if you are subscribed to On Go already, unsubscribe, subscribe back, hit the notification bells on to make sure you're notified when we drop it.
All my niggas from the Hooters, all my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats, all my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat, you been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters, all my niggas from the Hooters. Welcome to the Hooters, all my niggas from the Hooters, all my niggas turn shooters.
Listen, y'all, we got a lot to get into, man. You know, I don't be live too much. Salute to everybody in the building. I want everybody slapping the like buttons. I want everybody subscribing. I want everybody doing the things that's free. Okay, we arguing, we talking about Umar Johnson, every goddamn body. Ain't nobody doing nothing for nobody. Just make sure you doing for somebody, which is free. Because remember, Umar got all that money for free, but he ain't helping nobody.
No, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
That's a whole nother story. We gonna get into that. But listen, right now, let's get into Forgotten Kings. They're doing a breakdown. Let's see what's going on with this 50 Cent situation. I do want to get into the Big Meech. I want to get into this Nicki Minaj. There's a lot going on, man. Salute to everybody.
I see 50. He done mentioned Big Meech. Again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Now, again, for those who may not know, Big Meech, he broke his silence ever since the controversy with him and 50 Cent. A lot of people feel like 50 has ultimately ruined Big Meech and the BMF brand altogether. Okay, now apparently what we see here on the screen is a screenshot of Big Meech reaching out to the actor Chris Lofton, who plays on, what's the show again, Rick?
Power Force, the Tommy series, a.k.a. Jannard. He played the character Jannard. You know what I mean? That be hitting work. You know, or used to hit work. Matter of fact, he back to hitting work. He's off and on. He's a fiend. Bottom line.
Man.
Yeah.
Right. Well, apparently, Big Meech reached out to this actor asking like, yo, fam, let's work. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Of course, he sends a screenshot to 50 and he responds, not a chance, Demetrius. Damn. Now, of course, 50, he reacted to the screenshot. And in 50's post, he says, work on what? He's an actor. He don't want to sell dope, fool. You watching too much Force. Look at that. Shameless plug. You see that?
Yeah. Fact.
I know. Recently, I want to say about a month ago, Chris Lofton, he actually spoke about his loyalty to 50 Cent.
Yes, sir.
Pull that up for y'all so y'all can check this out right quick, y'all. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, pull that up.
Yes, sir.
This is how Big Meech should have kept it when Rick Ross pulled up on him.
Talk to me, King. Is homie wrong for moving like this, man? Is he moving very wise and strategic?
Nah, he's moving very wise and strategic, as you said. Because you know who you're dealing with. You know the beast you're dealing with.
I want to say, first thing first about this 50 Cent situation, all right? Big Meech, you know what I mean? Big Meech may be in trouble, man. You know what I mean? It's been brewing for a minute now. We understand that he has Tammy Cowens. Tammy Cowens is the woman that gave him the script. She's the one that's allegedly is the one that snitched on Cuffy Gatlin. Cuffy Gatlin was the one that went to LA with MC Hammer brother. And they was supposed to be shopping for a deal with like Lionsgate on one of the big movie companies. because Big Meech was supposed to be a movie. It wasn't supposed to be a TV show. This is how it became a TV show, because allegedly while they was trying to do all of this, after Tammy got Cuffy Gatlin's locked up and set him up with the feds, okay? Set him up with the same federal people that locked up Big Meech, the same people, not another branch of the Fed. She actually went to the same people that was following Big Meech for 30 years damn near and locked him up. You know what I'm saying? And she got Cuffy Gatlin arrested. Cuffy Gatlin maintains that he was a part of the script and he had lawyers working the whole time. This is how come this wasn't a movie. But the whole time you was working on a script for a movie. You wasn't working on no script for no TV show. So this is where probably some of the loopholes came through, where they was able to get a TV show going on. Here, we have Tammy Cowens, all right? After Big Meech came home, all right, Tammy Cowens came out a few months ago, all right, and threatened to expose Big Meech. The whole thing with Big Meech is that it's a third-party cooperation. I read damn near all the paperwork, son. I spoke to Cuffy's kids, all types of shit, bro. I swear, son. Go on my channel, you'll see it all, right? But it's not like a regular snitching situation that you would know, like a person told on me or a person told on him. It's not a situation like that. It's a third-party situation. So it's like this person, they're saying, allegedly, Big Meech is using Tammy Cowens as a proxy and used her after they're saying Big Meech, because this is Cuffy Gatlin's paperwork. I read it all on my channel, okay? In the beginning of Cuffy Gatlin's paperwork, Big Meech name comes up first. If you're locked up for a case, a federal case, and then the first person that they name it in the case ain't you, it's another nigga, you gonna think about that. They say Demetrius Flannery, they named him first. Suarez, or whatever the guy named, the Spanish dude, and him. Because the whole thing is that Big Meech met a Spanish dude while he was in jail. When he got locked up, he got sentenced. He was about 5 years or so in. He met a dude in jail. The Spanish dude was a connect, like a Mexican plug of a big family. See what I'm saying? Now, the whole thing from Tammy's mouth. Tammy said all of this paperwork. I could bring up the paperwork right now, bro. Bro, think it's a game. Straight. I'm going to bring it up for you and let you see it. Listen. All of the paperwork that we've talking about, though, all came from Tammy's mouth. So after Tammy did everything to basically get Cuffy locked up, right? Then she goes back and tries to change her affidavit. She writes 3 affidavits, okay? She doesn't sign them, though. So it's not an affidavit. It's just some paper that you done wrote on. Until you sign it, people in witness or notarize, however it go, that's what make it an official affidavit. You got to send it off to the people, too. Cool. That's a whole nother story, right? Tammy Cowens she also, remember, Tammy Cowens was the top informant in the case, right? She's CS number 1, right? Tammy's the top. The FBI agent that's in the case, him and Tammy end up starting a relationship, and they end up having sex like within like 6 to 8 months of them meeting. She's supposed to be working with him to lock up Spanish people, but somehow, some way, she turns on Big Meech's friend and tries to lock up Cuffy Gatlin. And this is the whole story, right? I'll let you hear a clip. Look,
we're gonna cut all this short, homie.
Okay.
They've been playing all.
This is Cuffy Gatlin, all right? The guy that says Big Meech snitched on him. Okay, listen what he says.
We're gonna cut all this short, homie.
Okay.
They've been playing all them games for the longest. Niggas hiding and ducking. The agent testified that Demetrius Flannery was aware of the deal, and that Demetrius had one request, and that his name does not appear in any documents. This was Special Agent Keith Cromer's testimony. CS1 testified, Tammy Cowens, that Demetrius Flannery was aware. She signed to be a government informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut. She had the courtroom clear it out. If you go on Pacer, pull my docket sheet, you'll see where CS1 requested that the courtroom be closed.
Got you.
You feel me? So that's Cuffy's words, right? And Cuffy saying that because Tammy testified the agent testified as well. The agent ended up getting himself caught up into a whole thing. They end up having a whole separate investigation on the agent and Tammy's relationship because they was having an indecent relationship. Okay. And other people testified to it. Yet Keith Cromer is the agent. He says that he never got into an actual relationship with her, but she, Tammy, was driving his official government federal vehicle, all types of stuff. He got body armor, all type of things in the car. Allegedly, he outside her crib spinning in the rain, singing like Ray J, the old Ray J. I don't know about this new nigga. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? This all happened. This all happened. You feel me? But the craziest shit, I'm gonna play another clip of Cuffy, but I do want to just play one thing before we get into the next things. We want to get into Nicki, we want to get into DDG and other things, Armon as well, and Tasha K. But I do want to play the thing which makes it scary for Big Meech, what I just been thinking about for these months. I'm not thinking about 50 coming out today and saying what he's saying. I'm thinking of something that transpired a couple of months ago. And since it transpired a couple of months ago, I've been waiting to see what the hell's going to happen. Okay. So little things like this shows me that things are happening behind the scenes. So we might look at it like 50 trolling, 50 just want to smudge his enemies, and 50 just petty. That's one thing. But no. This is something else. Because the last time we heard from Tammy Cowens, she threatened to expose Big Meech. 50 Cent released a text message and audio of Tammy speaking to him on in a conversation. He asked Tammy when it came to when Big Meech, okay, let me slow down. Tammy went to the agent that arrested Big Meech and locked up her ex-boyfriend as well as Cuffy Gatlin. Okay. The whole question, because remember, this is a third-party cooperation, and we can't know if because Big Meech ain't snitch. They didn't say Big Meech told nothing. Big Meech ain't do nothing. This all Tammy words, right? So now, remember, you heard what Cuffy just said, though. Cuffy said that Big Meech was aware of the deal, and he knew it. But the whole thing that the agent in them was testifying allegedly is saying, not allegedly, this is what they testified, to say that Big Meech was aware of the deal, right? But he didn't want his name to be in any federal documents. This is what they saying, okay? So how can you tie him into this third-party cooperation? So when they just saying, yo, Big Meech is a snitch, you can't just do that until you get certain. Cuffy and them feel like that. They in the case, they can feel what they want to feel. But for us, we got to just see certain things in black and white, right? But Tammy came out to say the first time she met the agent that locked up Big Meech, she met him in Jessup. So 50 asked her a question about Jessup in Georgia, Jessup, Georgia, or something like that. And when she spoke to him, she said that Big Meech is the one that told me to get in contact with this agent, the same agent that spent 30 years trying to lock him up, the same agent after 30 years that was successful in locking him up. I was like, how is this woman going to work with this nigga of all people after he done locked him up, bro? You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm thinking. Regular shit. So she says, this is the last thing Tammy said, and I'm going to play it for y'all. I'm going to have to go find it and play it for y'all real quick before we move. Better yet, fuck it. Because the last thing Tammy said was that she's going to expose this. And she said that Big Meech is the person that told me to get in contact with this agent, okay? Because we understand while she was working with Keith Cromer, who was the leading investigator who she had SEX with, the first thing she asked him when she met him was, okay, he's like, yo, she said, yo, can I make money? Remember, she's an informant. She's like, can I make a lot of money from this? She's like, yeah, you can make a lot of money if you give up good intel and stuff like that. She's like, yeah, cool. She was like, can I get Demetrius Flannery a time cut? And the agent didn't say no. He didn't say yes. His name is Keith Cromer. He didn't say yes. Didn't say no. He said, we could work on that, or we could see about that. He said an answer like that. This is in the paperwork, in the transcripts. Anything I'm telling you right now is from the paperwork, not from a man or a woman told me, not because Tammy goat throat Cohen's called me up last night when she knows she's supposed to goat throat this shit the right way. Allegedly. My bad, Tammy, but you know how me and you used to joke. Hey, it is what it is. But drill. But I have to go into this, right? That was my jokes with Tammy. Tammy used to hate me. I know she did. I used to joke with Tammy like that. But Tammy, no, because I'm like, how you got Big Meech life rights and all this other shit? Come on, you done suck this nigga through the bars. Like, that's me allegedly. But you know me. I'm from the ghetto, so I think ghetto thoughts. So I'm sorry. But hold up. Is this it? Hold up, let me see. Nah, hold up. Oh shit, hold up. Hold up. I gotta show y'all this. What the fuck? Why can't I scroll the damn screen? Hold up. I gotta show y'all this. This is in one of my videos, right? Boom. So I'm gonna screen share this so y'all can see it. Hold up. Y'all gotta see this. Okay. When it comes to this Big Meech thing, bro, I read more work than everybody, the whole paper. What's the name again? Podcast with Soul. Remember, he was reading the paperwork at the time, but that's where me and him fell out actually around the Big Meech thing. So when we was at the trial and all that, we been fell out from then. Because when I hollered at him, I was like, yo, son, it'd be cool because I was doing the Big Meech shit. I was like, yo, bro, remember, I dressed like that outside. I'm like, yo, look, come holler at me. Boom. Remember, I got my little 1-2 couple of thousand. This thing got allegedly 100,000, right? So I'm like, yo, it'd be cool. You come holler at me. We talk about this Big Meech shit and chop it up. You know what I'm saying? This nigga gonna try to charge me $500. Podcast with Soul, son. Try to charge me $500. I said, nigga, who is you? Cuffy Gatlin or Big Meech? I would pay Cuffy $500. I'll pay Big Meech $500. Nigga, I ain't paying you nothing.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
On Jesus sandals, I ain't paying you nothing. You know what I mean? That shit was weird to me. And then it made me think, I was like, word, this nigga gonna go to every black man and black young woman and try to get $500 from everybody? Nah, this nigga trying to be Liberace. I don't be saying nothing. Uda don't speak because Uda down the cloud chasing. I don't care about that shit. So I'm outside for real. Anytime anybody thinks something about what I'm saying, get your ass outside and get active. Thank you. I'm not taking back nothing. But it is what it is, though. I'm saying it is what it is, though. Uda is a truth teller. I'm sorry. Right? So, boom. I got to go into this one video, though, so y'all can see this. Look, boom. Where the fuck is that shit? All right, cool. There you go. Boom. Look. Y'all see this? Boom. Let me maximize it. This is in my video. This is one of my old videos. This is my video. Look. I want you to listen to it. I got to mute myself because I'm going to read it. But listen to the last thing Tammy said, my nigga. I'm thinking about this. Fuck what 50 talking about. This all I'm thinking about. This is what Big Meech fear. If I was him, because if I was Big Meech, the first person I was going to check was Tammy Cowens after I came home from that little 20-year bit. I was giving her that 20-year dick, and that's all it would have been. My wife would have had to been mad because I was about to go fuck and get my life rights back because she got his whole life rights. She can buy, sell his whole life rights. You're not going to try to go get that back. That's what I'm saying. What can make you want to give up your life rights to anybody? This woman was running Big Meech's whole life. He was fucking with Blue Da Vinci at first for years, bro. She met Big Meech after they all got locked up. She never met Big Meech her whole life. After Big Meech and everybody got locked up in the BMF, she was pen paling and messaging all of the people because women that was around the clique was pen paling and messaging the dudes and visiting them. She started from a pen pal. From a pen pal, she got the access to Big Meech's life rights, his power of attorney, and everything to buy and sell. How the hell do you get the rights to that? Oh, that's why some people saying, nah, she wanted to make a deal. But no, she been had that going on with Big Meech. And whatever else is something else. I don't think Big Meech gave up his life rights for her to make a deal to lock some niggas up to get him out. It could be some leverage. It could be some leverage. So we don't know nothing about this story. 50 don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. Nobody knows nothing. But the government, the federal government, okay, because they know exactly what the hell happened and who told what and who said what and who agreed to what and who was aware of what. The federal government knows that. Okay. The only people is the federal government, Agent Keith Cromer, who she was having sex with, okay, and Big Meech. It's the only people. It's the only people that we know that knows anything about this case. So look, people, listen.
It's unfortunate, right? Yeah. It really is, but I agree. So, you know, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told. Yeah, and I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right?
That's it. That's all it is.
He had 169 cash. Hold up. Salute to everybody in the building. But no, y'all got to understand this right here. Okay? Because did y'all hear this, man? Did you hear me when I said this, bro? I don't want to go rewind the tapes, man. Because this shit just muting my shit for no reason. When I'm looking at my shit mute. I ain't mute nothing. This message right here is what I need to understand to y'all. Forget anything that y'all see what 50's talking about. Okay? Forget all of that. This is the most damning thing to Big Meech right now. Not you, not me, not nobody. Okay? Not that he was dealing with Rick Ross and all of this dumb shit. None of that. All of that shit don't matter. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay? This is the only thing that matters. Okay? This message that I just played for you. Okay? I'll play it again for you, but I'm going to read what the message, because 50 dropped the audio and leaked the message, the DM or whatever this message is at the same time. But the message, remember, I read all the paperwork. So this message is dangerous to Big Meech. Okay? This is the shit that's going to prove if he's snitching or not or whatever. Because if anybody got a paper trail, if anybody got letters, if anybody got some proof of something, it would be her. It would be nobody else, not even God. It would only be her. Right? So 50 says, Tammy, did Meech know that you were providing information when he was in Jessup Penitentiary? Jessup Penitentiary was in Georgia. Okay. This is where the whole thing happened. Him connecting with the Spanish guy. I'm just saying, not that happened there. I'm just saying, no, this is where Big Meech was. But we understand that Big Meech connected with the Spanish dude while he was in jail. Allegedly, the feds say, because Tammy came to tell them that there was a distribution deal about to take place with Big Meech, the Spanish dude, and they too were putting together a deal to give Cuffy Gatlin multiple kilograms in some van in St. Louis, whatever the case may be. And that's in Cuffy's paperwork. It's in his Frank's hearing, because he also had a Frank's hearing, which that's how you get certain evidence is thrown out that's against you. If people have wiretaps, they got all kind of things. You kind of trying to deem this inadmissible. So you have a Frank's hearing, and they'll tell you if all of the informations or all of the things and evidences against you will be used still. Feel me? He was granted. Not every time you get granted a Frank's hearing, but Cuffy Gatlin was granted a Frank's hearing. But look, so her answer, did Big Meech know that you was providing information in Jessup when he was in Jessup? Okay. So that means that she already locked up Terry White, sent him to jail. He was snitching as well. So I'm not caping for him. But now she was already setting up Cuffy Gatlin for multiple years already right now. Okay. Her answer is, yup. Well, in Jessup is when I met DEA for Terry White. That's the first dude that she locked up, which was her ex-boyfriend. Allegedly, he used some credit cards or some shit that he had because he was into some fraud shit. But he was selling weed. He was a hustling nigga and all types of other shit. But he had a couple of cases. He was snitching. He got 2 things on record, because I went into Terry White records as well on my channel and broke down how he was snitching to an agent named, what the nigga name was, some nutty shit, whatever. He was snitching to an agent and all type of shit. So whatever, but you know what I mean? So look, she says, yes, in Jessup is when I met DEA for Terry White, Mr. Jack Harvey. Jack Harvey is the guy that chased down Big Meech for 30 years while everybody like, you still chasing this nigga? Chased him down for 30 years and then locked his ass up like Frank Lucas in American Gangster with Russell Crowe and Denzel Washington, bro. The nigga was successful. He did it. After all of this, he retired. Before he retired, he gave her, this lady right here, this is Cuffy. That's Cuffy Gatlin. Damn, I don't know if you can see me. Oh, yeah, you can. Look, that's Cuffy, that nigga that's doing life. Not life, he's doing 27 years, life to us. But she's the one. This is how she used to look at the time. You know what I'm saying? She was a little looker at the time. Obviously, people was moving with her, moving for her. But this how it happened. She said, this is when discussions started on he wish he could tell or give me something to help him get out, but his name couldn't be attached. I just played you an audio where Cuffy Gatlin in the jail himself just said that. And I'm going to play all the audios before I move in to the Armon, to the Nicki and everything else, because we still got a little time. Boom, right? She says, be attached. He said, they would clip him because of who he was. This is how come he couldn't tell. This is what Tammy's saying. So we got to take it with a grain of salt. But remember, we outside the situation. So this is 50-50 to us. This ain't no 60-40, no nothing else. Because we outside the situation. It's a person talking that was close to you. We got to take her for 50-50. We're not going to put her over 51% because that means we believe her. Till she shows us more proof, then we will believe her. But we got to leave her on the scales at a 50-50. Cool. Right? So she says, this is when I first told Jack Harvey, if Meech tell him where the money is at, because when they locked up Big Meech, they wanted the money, right? Because this is what it's about. Remember, even when they lock you up, they want you to pay restitution. For a case like that, they probably got $1 million, you owe $1 million and all type. You know what's going on. You know how they try to do you because you made a lot of money, right? Because even in little cases, they still try to give you surcharges and all these types of things. And after that, fees, after you get found guilty, you got to pay fees for stuff, right? Boom. Especially when you have the money to do it, they're going to make sure that you pay the fees for whatever if you get found guilty. This is a fact. Getting found guilty ain't just about going to jail. They also want you to pay some shit. Okay. If you ain't got no money, knows the world. But if you do, they're going to make you pay. So look, he says, this is when I first told Jack Harvey, if Meech tells him where the money is at, could they give him a 15-year time cut? The feds came back and said, no, they will give him only a 10% reward. Okay. 10% reward. So that means they was giving him no time cut. What was it going to give a 10% reward on the money? They basically was going to give him some of the money, basically. They no 10% of the time, nothing. There wasn't no 10% of the time. They wasn't doing that with the time, obviously. Look what Meech says to them. Meech says, look what Meech says. Meech says, nigga said, F that. The money rotten first. That's some real shit to say. She's a square bitch. Not to say she ain't been around some real niggas, so that mean her square could be a real bitch now because she done been around some real niggas. But she's not a chick like that. She don't got a blemish on her record. She used to have a husband that she dealt with. R.I.P. He passed away. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. Allegedly, he was abusive to her at a time. All of that, but she still loved him and all of that. So we get that. You know what I'm saying? I get all of those levels too because I also went into some of that too. You know what I mean? I seen obituaries and all of that. I pull up newspaper reports, all of that. My channel. This is how I get into it when I get into it. So boom. She said, Big Meech said, F that, the money rotten first. I don't know if she could say that. That sound like some shit that Big Meech should say. But we still got to be 50-50. We can't just be 51% to give her all the credit, right? Cool. She says, during Jessup is when he told me to go to Jack Harvey. He provided me with the name Jack Harvey. Because I said, why the hell would this woman, after she was a pen pal to this nigga, after she was fucking his lower level homeboys, his soldiers, went to him after being a pen pal, after getting the life rights and the power of attorney and all of these things she got. Then you go to the man that followed this man for 30 years until he was successful and then locked his ass up and gave him 30 years? How, Sway? You could go snitch to many federal government. Why would you go to that man? That's what just was my whole thing while I was reading the case. Like, why would she? I just can't put my hand on it. Why would she go to that man? The whole time I was reading the case, bro, I got mad videos on this shit, son. Straight. I done spoke to Cuffy's daughter, all types of shit, nigga. That's how deep in the case I was, nigga. Feel me? And then she came out to say this. And I'm like, what? So this is what Big Meech got to fit. Whatever 50 want to do, he's just going to publicize it. 50 probably put that shit in a documentary. What I do think 50's going to do, because now what was also a conversation, because remember, Tammy was trying to protect the life of her daughter. Also, when Tammy was snitching, she ended up, also when she was snitching, she ended up getting her information leaked. So her daughter's life was in jeopardy. Mad things was in jeopardy. You know what I mean? So when it comes to this, I just think that, I don't know, bro. Tammy Cowens is the person that Big Meech has to think about. Okay, I didn't even want to spend that much time on the Big Meech. But you know, at the time when I was doing my videos, I said, damn, son, not Meech, bro. Bro. Everybody turned Master Splinter, son. I done seen mad niggas turn. I'm like, yo, damn, son, not Meech. So I just want to think on the right side of that, son, not Meech, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to think like that. I see the proofs, which, look, Tammy talking, though. I could tell you what I just told you. So I got all the shit in my head that I know. And Tammy saying what she's saying, so I could say some shit. That's what we do. We just put that shit upon it. We just got to take our time when we call people rats. But I think it's a scary situation for Big Meech. I really, really do. Honestly. Yeah, I do want to let me get into Tasha K first, man. We're going to get into DDG because we're going to joke on his stupid ass. All right, cool. Let me get into Tasha K. Let's check out my girl, Pink Files or something. She's going to give us the rundown.
But Tasha K posted this. We're going to share this, you guys. She says, hey, Armon Wiggins, I'm about to strike both of your videos. Damn. You're taking my intellectual property and monetizing it without our permission. Sheck is sending the strikes right now, or you can take them down. I don't want to strike you, but we will. Only warning, this is from the Milagro video and Clarissa Shields' cousin's interview. All right. So Armon, he claps back, you guys. A few times. I think that was the only thing that Tasha K put. And I mean, of course, she's within her rights because that's her content. You know what I'm saying? That is her property. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the time, if the content is copywritten, that those strikes will stand. If Armon did know how to, if he did know how to appeal, if he knew good appeals, then, he would be able to appeal those, because a lot of the time, even though a person does have content, you do have the right to put up somebody else's content as long as you're putting your commentary over it and critiquing their content. Now, if Armon was just playing in this stuff and didn't say anything or didn't do, then that's another thing. But, if he did, a lot of these bigger bloggers, they talk a lot of but a lot of them can't really appeal, videos. And that's one of the easiest things to do, is to appeal a video. Okay. But anyway, that's neither here or there. All right, so what I just read to you guys about Tasha K erased it, but this is where she had right here, where you guys can see it says, if you can, I'm gonna read it. It says this post is unavailable. So Tasha K, most likely she deleted the, I'm gonna strike you this, that, the third. So Armon claps back and he says, hey babe, I get it. I would do the same if you got more views reviewing my interview than my actual interview. I'll remove the video. Now here you go, adding to BS, what the F is a Clarissa Shields cousin interview. You love to feel more important than you actually are, LOL. And one thing about that is his opinion, but one thing about Armon, he thinks that he's higher than everybody. He thinks that he's more important than everybody. And in my opinion, that's just how he get down. I mean, it is what it is. That's his opinion. Not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm just saying, like, that's what it is. That's what he said. So then he says, hey guys, I had to pull the Tasha K Milagro video. The one where they spend 30 minutes talking about me. Tasha K threatened to strike, which she has a right. It's her content, so no biggie. But look at the numbers. I probably strike me too. No.
Salute everybody. I want y'all to come join me on One Community. I'm going to end it right now on Udo and Go. I don't be live too much on the channels, but I got a lot of channels that I've been working on at the same time. And yeah, join me over there. I'm going to continue the live as I end it on Udo and Go. Just come join me on One Community and we'll finish the live over there. So salute to everybody on Go. Only way y'all gonna get my notifications on Go is if you unsubscribe and hit the notification bells on back to all. Not only is YouTube playing games, but I haven't been live that much. So salute to everybody that's doing that. Udo don't ask y'all for shit. I don't beg y'all for nothing. Y'all just liking, sharing, subscribing, and doing good things like that. That's free. That's all I ask for. So salute to y'all. Feel me? Thanks. Come subscribe to One Community. I'm ending it on Udo and Go.
And again, like I said before, a lot of people have to realize it's okay to talk ish and okay, cool. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like if you can't even appeal, it's like when you talking all that ish and people send strikes to your channel, you're not. That's what I be saying. A lot of these people be up and look, he's still live right now, y'all. But a lot of these people, they be, bigger bloggers. They don't even know how to keep their channel. I'm sorry, y'all. It's really late. By the time I post this, it's like 2:00 in the morning, and I might post it right after I record it because I have more recordings to do. But my bad, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yawn in y'all face. But yeah, so like I said, he's still live right now, and it's literally 2 in the morning. And Armon been live, like it says, an hour. He started an hour ago. So yeah, it's still 2:02, and he,
we ain't got to hear too much of that, bro. What I will say is this. Sandals of Jesus. I will say this. Armon did a video, right? Because he did two. He did that one, and it just so happened and Nicki shit came out right after that. And he did those 2 big videos. That should probably have like 100K. I ain't gonna hold you on shit. The first video, the next one, the Nicki got like probably like 70 facts. Seen them both. At least parts of both. I seen parts of both. So when I seen Armon make the post, I was like, nah, it's getting real. It's getting real. It's getting real. It shows that we're in a whole new world of content creation. I've been online for years. Okay. So I come from other sectors as well. Like beefing, exposing, all of that. I've been doxxed like 5 times. My whole information has been doxxed like 5 times. I haven't seen a person pull up yet. So, hey, keep going. I'll get a nigga the information to dox it. Like, fuck it, he ain't popping out, so who cares? I'm at that point with it now. But that's just me. I'm against doxing, though. I'm against it. I never dox nobody, even though niggas dox me. It's all right. But so many people got away with so many things that they said. I watch people, dox people's families, dox people's children's, they daycare centers, get people fired from jobs. I'm talking about beef sectors, black sectors. I'm talking about these sectors, conscious community doing the same shit. I'm talking about all this shit, son. You know what I'm saying? So now we got in a space now because Tasha K was the first person to get sued by Cardi, and Cardi won. And that opened even the gate for Milagros to get sued. Feel me? And that happened. And Megan, you know what I'm saying? That also led to that as well. You know what I'm saying? So right now, entertainers is 2-0 against the bloggers, us. You might say it's Armon today. It might be Milagro today. But tomorrow, it could be any one of us. Do not think stupidly. We are creating content. We are speaking our minds. You might take a sip of some shit. This juice, but I'm just saying, you might say some shit, not even fuck around mean it. You see what I'm saying? So right now, we're in a place where content creators are being held to the fire. You see what I'm saying? So many people got away with saying so many disrespectful things. Okay? So now, not only do we see, this is the third level, and I'm going to tell you it's 3 levels to this whole shit. People been trying to sue people and all that forever in those spaces. Some people successful, some people not. Most people not, because you know what I mean, you still doing that. You want to go bang on them too. So you ain't really going to fall. You're just trying to show people probably don't mess with you, don't mess with your content, don't strike your channel, don't bring down your channel. That's why they probably doing it. You know what I'm saying? So cool. So we got Cardi B first, successful. We got Megan Thee Stallion second, successful. Now we got Tasha K talking to another content creator now. Even the threat, allegedly, I think the copyright strikes or whatever the case, hopefully he took the videos down and he didn't get a copyright strike. But if he took the videos down, he probably got the strikes. Because they usually don't give you a warning. They only give you a warning if the person that's striking you wants to give you a warning. That's the only way you're getting a warning. Okay, so if she struck him, they saying she struck him twice. Hopefully she didn't strike him twice, but if she struck him twice, not just once at least for that video, I don't know about no twice. That's what people saying. Most likely he did the one video. She probably could have struck him once, but at the same time, that shit could have fuck around, brought his channel down. Let's say he had 2 strikes. That one strike could have been it. You feel me? So now Tasha K kind of fighting back, you know what I'm saying? Because she been fighting back for as far as the Cardi thing, but everybody had it on like pins and needles, like, okay, cool, maybe she ain't gonna speak like how she gonna speak. Maybe she ain't gonna go into her bag like how she gonna go into her bag. But even after in while that, she still was in her bag. During the Cardi shit and after, nigga, I followed that shit too. Trust me, she was in her bag. After she lost the shit, she said, yo, listen, I ain't paying her shit. Great. She came online popping her shit, nigga. She said, I ain't paying her shit. Even though she could just be popping that. And you're going to have to pay anyway, obviously. But I'm just saying, look at the type of energy that she was pushing back out into the universe after that. Because you taking an L right now. Not only as her as a personality, her voice. You want to be able to say what you want to say, and people not taking you for credit, or people saying that, you know what I mean? You losing some of your. So this is why she's doing that. So I get it. Her and Armon went into something like a couple of weeks ago. Her and Armon, they had some Twitter spaces. You know what I mean? Tasha was going off. Armon went back. He was saying his thing, whatever the case may be. Honestly, I only know Armon from Tasha K. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know him. I never watched his videos or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I only know him because he was around Tasha K. You know what I'm saying? The people around Tasha K, I might know 1 or 2 of them. What's the shorty name? Light-skinned chick with a C. Chanel or whatever her name was, the light-skinned chick. he was dealing with the dude. You know what I'm saying? Because they around Tasha, so they shit end up spilling into Tasha shit. So I know that it was a dude named something with a Chanel, something like that. It was a light skinned chick. I know her mom was around her. A few people was around her. You know what I'm saying? That I know that she had branched off from Tasha. So that's why I knew Armon from. I never knew Armon. So when I saw him at the trial, and I saw him the first day of trial, jury selection, you know what I'm saying? And when I saw him, that's where I knew him from. You know what I'm saying? When I saw him, I knew him. I knew his name is Armon. I didn't know, but I knew his name was Armon for some reason. I didn't know how the fuck I knew it, but I knew it. I was like, Armon? I said that. Swear to God. You know what I mean? And that's because of Tasha K. She's a big figure. You know what I'm saying? I was doing content before Tasha K shit, all kinds of videos as well, because I got mad channels. So they was in the web, Storm Monroe, all these people is in the web of Tasha K. You know what I'm saying? Even one time I spoke with Storm, was chopping it up one time online on the channel and shit. He was chopping it up and shit like that. But yeah, I didn't know Armon though. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. And we didn't speak through the whole trial. Like, we never spoke. You know what I'm saying? We did. You know what I mean? But, you know, it wasn't like he was a fake nigga, this and this and that. You know what I mean? I think that my observation of Armon, you know what I mean, after being at the trial for 40 days, you know what I mean? Even though I speak to everybody, I'm a person that's from the streets. And if you don't analyze everything, you'll be dead. And, you know what I'm saying? I made it to 40. You know what I'm saying? So I'm alive for a reason, you know what I mean? Because I analyze a lot of stuff and I see things. And but what I take from his energy was that you know, as a big content creator, I'll factor that in. That I don't know how people receive that energy or how people look at the energy that people have towards them. You know what I mean? I think he acts more like that. You know what I mean? But I've got a chance to see Armon around people that he fuck with, like Trini girl or this one or that one. R.I.P. The fashion guy, son. I don't know his name, son. You know what I mean? I said some shit to him while I was at the trial. Light skin dude with the glasses, bro. I forget his name is just. Yeah, let me put some respect on my man name right now, son. Word, son. He's a fashion blogger, son. If y'all know his name, put his name in the chat. From Diddy trial, son. Damn, I knew his name. I just seen it every day. It broke my heart when I saw him, son. What's his name? Damn, son. Hold up. I can't find him, but I know him. You know what I mean? It's sad that I can't remember it. Like, I never knew his name at all, though. I never knew it, but I saw it the other day. But I spoke to him during the trial, though. You know what I mean? R.I.P. to him. R.I.P. to him. Shout out to you, Bucks, from Houston and all that. Shout out. But yeah. You know, so when he was around the people that he rocked with and shit, he was cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I had videos on my channel. I was live. And I'm like, look, I showed them live while I was live. So while I was live and shit, like, people in my chat were like, who that Armon? Who that Tisa? Like, who that them? So people would want me to film certain shit or get certain shit. Go joke with them or go do this. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go do some shit. You know, I got an outgoing personality. So it was more of that. So it was never like me and Tisa had to be talking. I spoke to Tisa like one time or twice too. I think like around the first time I spoke to Tisa. And that was it. You know what I mean? I spoke to Armon the first day. Literally, I'm the one that spoke to both. I mean, I spoke to Armon, boom. I spoke to Tisa, boom. And that was the only time, really. But I spoke to Tisa. I think, yo, what up, y'all? Like, that is regular shit. But I'm talking about actually speak to you. You know what I'm saying? Talk to you. But when I see people and shit like that, I used to catch Tisa every day on film and shit, on my lives and shit like that. She was never stood. She was never on some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't take that from her vibe. She was never moving weird. And she don't know me, and I ain't really talked to her like that. I only spoke to her one day, and that was the beginning of the trial. So she act weird with me. But I think everybody takes that type of energy different, you know, because they all got a couple of hundred. They all meaning at the trial, to me, the biggest content creators to me was Tisa, Armon, and Neek. You know what I'm saying? To me, you know what I'm saying? Because I know all three of them. You know what I'm saying? I know three of them as content creators. You know what I'm saying? I knew them before I came to the trial. You know what I'm saying? No hate shit, nigga. I know who Neek is, nigga. I know who Tisa is. I've been following Nika. I'm Neek. I've been following Tisa. You know what I'm saying? I've been knew who Armon was, regardless. And I don't even know what his videos was about, but I knew that it was in line with Tasha K type shit. But I've been knew Armon. You know what I'm saying? So they were the biggest content creators there. You know what I mean? Ain't no hate there. If you didn't think they were, stop being a hater. Just stop. Relax. Like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay, bro. I had 5K when I got there. It's not that serious. The fuck? It's not that serious to me. But yeah, though. But out of all of them that I met, you know what I mean? Meek was just a different energy. You know what I'm saying? Meek was a person that had 200-300, but you would just think she had like 1, 2, 3 like you. And that's what I took from Meek. You know what I'm saying? Like gangster shit. That's what I took from Meek at night. You feel me? I'm a man. Women are pretty. She's a pretty girl. Teasa's a pretty woman. They pretty women. I mean, it's all good. But that's superficial stuff to me. You know what I'm saying? I think my mind moves past that place. You know what I mean? But that's why I connected kind of with Neek like that. You know what I mean? Because she was just mad regular. And the first time I saw it, the first day I saw it, I was like, who that? Neek, what up? Fuck you, me. Hey, I've been following Neek, nigga. Fuck off. You know what I'm saying? It's my dog, nigga. Everybody, my dog. Yeah, that's my dog. Gangster. You know what I'm saying? She was gangster from day on, doom, twat, from the first moment, bro. Straight. I spoke to her. She chopped it with me. And my spirit just took her. She was just regular, son. I was like, yo, I didn't expect that. She shot the shit out of me, bro. Word, son. You know what I mean? That's why I always wanted to do whatever for Neek. And if I was in any position to help her to anything, I was going to do it. I was going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I told her, even when she left, I told Neek when she left. And she was like, you know what I mean? I don't know if I want to come back and shit like that. I'm like, no, pop back out, nigga. Get to the bar. You know what I'm saying? Straight. She'll tell you straight. I was like, fuck all of that. You know what I'm saying? Get to the bag, son. Get to the bop, son. You know what I'm saying? You got an energy, and we don't know if you met your energy yet. I've been out a lot here, but I don't know if I've done everything I need to do here yet. You know what I'm saying? But we got to be here to know it. You know what I'm saying? I done went viral, all this nigga all mine up, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, CNN came to me, and my homegirl, Bryn from CNN, gangster, my homegirl in my phone like this, called Bryn right now. You know what I'm saying? She did a piece on me in like the first couple of weeks. She did a part with me, my homegirl, the Pop-Off show. A couple of us from the trial and shit. You know what I'm saying? My girl Aloha was in there. A couple of people from the trial. She did a piece with me, Aloha, and the Pop-Off show. And I don't know who else was in it. Some other people, whatever. And she was like, you know what? I'm gonna finish it. She came and spoke to me, and she was like, you know what? I want to do something, because she was trying to talk to me, but somebody was loud and screaming and shit like that. So she came to me and spoke to me, and she was like, I want to get you, you know what I mean? But it's okay. I'm going to get you. That's what she told me. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? It's trials, man. Shit. Mad people telling me to photograph. Niggas interview me every day. I don't know what the fuck. Whatever. I'm here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I swear to God, weeks pass by. Weeks, damn near the end of trial. Who the fuck comes limping back with a cast on a foot? Bryn, the white girl. Won't tell me white people don't look out. Shut up. Nigga, hater ain't got no color. Fool. Look, Bryn comes back walking down the block. I see Bryn coming from down Center Street somewhere. I said, Bryn? Because Bryn is a beautiful white girl too. Don't go play with Bryn. I said, who that? Limping. It was Bryn. Bryn came and spoke to me. She said, look, the first words that Bryn spoke to me. She said, look, Buddha, I didn't forget you. I told you I'm going to finish it, and we're going to finish it today. Let me just get set up. Don't worry about it. Okay, cool. She spun off with the limp. Spun off. She chilling. I'm outside live, whatever the case may be. She comes back at the time when she comes back. Look at life. Look at God, though. She comes back. This is hour late. Whenever she comes back. She comes and meets me wherever she finds me. And she finds me. When she finds me, I'm like, all right, cool. She's like, can I mic you up real quick? I'm like, cool. You know, I'm live. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me put my shit down. And put my mic down, my phone. My mic, because I won't put the feedback on her mic, because they micing me up and my mic might make a feedback. So I'm putting my mic down. Boom. So they ready to go and they doing whatever with me right now. They doing, right? As they doing what they doing with me, right? I think they just finished or they doing what they doing. As they doing it, I look at who I see. Neek. Neek is coming back to the trial. The funniest shit. But remember, Neek was gone. This is Neek's first day back. Funny. Remember, last days ago, I told Neek, if you don't pop back out, son, that's crazy, son. That's nasty word.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Scandals. I'm like, nigga, pop out, nigga. Fuck all that other shit. Pop out. Yo, Neek pops out. Straight. When I see Neek, I tell Bryn. I'm not stupid, son. I'm not a hater either. I'm smart. I tell Bryn, I say, yo, Bryn, I know you got me in this thing and I get it. Right, Bryn? But listen, you got to get Neek. Neek got like 200-300. What are you talking about? Neek is from LA. She's from a whole nother place coming here to the trial to cover the goddamn trial. And then she do this type shit too. She done been at other trials. But she also got 200-300, whatever the fuck. Because you know, I be forgetting how much numbers she got. 200-300 though. The fuck? Whatever, nigga. Them shit is up there though. I don't know if she got 4. Fuck it. Nigga, she got 200-300 though. He said, yeah. As soon as I told Bryn the 200-300, she was like, I said, she got 200-300. Trust me. And she do man shit too. So trust me. Get her in it. So when we bought Neek in it, it pushed all of our time shorter. You know what I'm saying? Because we all in it already. Ain't no space for nobody else. So when we bring Neek in, it's cutting all our time. Fuck it. Bring Neek in. I'm going to fuck up my time. I'm going to fuck. Bring it in. Her and Neek, she's like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to do it. Whatever the case. So Neek was there. Me and Neek is talking the whole time right here, but I'm talking to Brenda. And me and Neek's right here, because Neek right here. You know what I'm saying? So Neek like, all right, cool. But Neek thinking like, because Neek is just a different kind of person. Like, she's not stressing nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I fuck with Neek. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Neek, chill, nigga. You dumb. Fuck out of here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But Neek is man cool, nigga. She don't give a fuck, nigga. And that's why I respect people like that, my nigga. We don't give a fuck. It's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? And she lit, nigga. The fuck you talking about? She's lit. Anyway. So, boom. So Neek like, yo, whatever the case may be. I'm like, yo, Neek, hold on. So then, boom. So Bryn comes and mics her up. Right there. Just so fun. Because me, I'm like, we outside, it's live. We're not waiting on nothing. People got shit to do. Is this bitch going to do it? You don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying this shit in my head right now. And I'm saying it to her. That don't mean that it's going to happen. Yo, the shit happening right now. Boom, 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 boom. Why? Neek and Bryn start to have a conversation. She's conversing with Neek and having like a little interview with Neek. And then they just kind of like mesh. Yo, the shit was just mad natural, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I'm funny. I do a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? But the conversation that Neek was having with her, it was so quick. But she touched mad ground. She also was regular warm. They had a woman moment. Go back to the video when Neek did the video live, son, before she went to CNN, son. I swear to God, son. I swear to Jesus Christ. Yo, it was a quick moment. But them as women, they also had a woman thing going. I mean, it was like, man, shit just happened, man, quick, son. Straight. And that's what got Neek to the studio. Straight. That's what got into the studio. And I'm proud of her, son. Straight. I'm honestly proud of Neek. You know what I'm saying? She most definitely popped out. She popped out and she popped back out. And I salute to that. You know what I'm saying? I know I believe in God and I know she do too. You know what I'm saying? Because that was some God type stuff and it was godly. It was God energy. How God just worked that whole thing out. So that was definitely a dope time for the trial though. But yeah, man, salute to Neek for that, man. That's what it is though, man. We're not haters, man. We're gonna help people to win. You know what I'm saying? You gotta help people to win, bro. If you ain't helping people, what are you doing, bro? You ain't doing nothing, bro. Shit is whack. That shit is whack, bro. You know? I don't want shit. I don't want shit for nothing. Regular shit is regular shit, you know? But she stepped up and she did her thing, though. But it goes to show you, look, she could have stayed home. You know what I mean? She got her kid, da-da-da-da. And she popped out and she, you know what I mean, risked it for the biscuit, my nigga. And it paid off. You know what I'm saying? And that's a godly moment. That's a godly energy and a godly moment between me and me, bro. Gangster, bro. Godly shit. Not no man, no woman. I know I want to be with you, stupid shit. No, nigga. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, straight. I believe this is going to happen. And then that shit happened. So shout out to God. Shout out to Jesus. Shout out to every one of my chats for God and Jesus. You know, straight. Because Jesus did that one. Actually, bro. Trust me. Ask me. She'll tell you. She'll tell you, bro. She called me too when they called her. She was like, they want me to go to where? I was like, nigga, they want you to go to the studio. What? Go, nigga. What the fuck? And she want me to go. Nigga, you don't need me to go nowhere. Ask me, nigga. I'm a G times a million, nigga. If you need me to pop out, nigga, I pops out, nigga. But nigga, go do you. I told Nick, you know, a nigga them like, oh, you going to CNN? I'm coming. Ask Nick what I said, son. She called me like 12 in the morning, nigga. I was fucking walking to a club, nigga, some shit. She called me, nigga, straight, nigga. I was outside, nigga, like this. She didn't even know. And she was like, yo, they called me. I was like, word, they called you? What happened? And like, they called her to come to like this. We was talking for a minute, but then she said some shit about some car to come pick her up or some crazy shit. I was like, what? This shit sound lit. Go, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? Go. Whatever the fuck they talking about, let them send the car, go. Straight. I was like, yo, she was calling me like, I don't know, did they call you? I'm like, nigga, they ain't call me shit. Nigga, they called your ass, go. Straight. I'm like, nigga, you know, I fuck with you. I support you. I'll go with you, but I don't think you need to bring nobody with you. That's real nigga shit. That's what I told Nick. Ask her, son. She talking to me. I could have said, yo, let me go to CNN building. I never been in CNN buildings, nigga. It's my dog. Ask Nick, nigga. What did I tell her? I was like, yo, Nick, go. Okay. And really, you don't want, if you want me to come fuck with you and hold you down, I would. But guess what? Just go because you don't want to bring no fucking sand to no beach, no nothing. Just go because you don't know what vibe they about to bring you into. So just go. Because I'd have been in the back taking my videos. That's why I wish I went. I'd have did it for that only. But the greatest thing of why I didn't go was the most thing. When I seen it the next day of what they called her for, I said, only God, son. And I told her, just go, son. It was her. It was Lauren LaRosa. It was the woman energy. That was all they needed. They need me to be there. They ain't need no man there, bro. Come on. They ain't need no man there, bro. That's some woman energy. It was her, the next lady from the news, Lauren LaRosa, and who was front and center in the middle? Meek. God is real. Trust me, son. Ask Meek. She'll tell you the truth. And that's what it is, man. You know what I mean? And we don't do shit for no reasons. You know what I mean? God is just going to use us at the times he's going to use us to do what he got to do. You know? I've spent a lot of my life with the devil. Honestly, I did. You know? Straight, I did, you know? Even though I've always been with God, but I spent a lot of them times with the devil. You know? And I learned a lot from him. Learned a lot, you know? But that just ain't the way right now. Honestly. That just ain't the way. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I say what I say to y'all niggas, I just say what I say and I move on. If y'all mad about it, pop out. Besides that, I don't have nothing else to say. I'm not here to weaponize against nobody that looks like this color, or anything darker in the shades. I'm not against that. I'm not against nobody personally. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to accept any violations. I'm sorry. Most of my people are dead. Friends, they're gone. So for me, I just look at people like they could go send them a message. Honestly. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't plan on going there. So we got to be positive, help younger people to do some things. And that's the only thing we can do as older people. And older people mean even if you're over, if you're 30 years long, bro, you're not 25, you're not 24, you're not, you know what I'm saying, 30 years old, bro. You got a gray hair, get on the side, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't think you know young buck, bro. You're not young anymore, bro. You know what I'm saying? So make sure we're doing the right thing out there. Yeah. Facts. I don't really be locked too much. We don't go though. We don't. Make sure everybody subscribe to Udo and go though. Facts. I don't really be. Shout out to my people here though. A lot of y'all in this place, y'all watch me. my old work. You know, shout out to One Community. I came to build this to bring us together, but at that same place, you know, YouTube is just a devil. And I also seen that it's just about separation. It's not about real friendship. It's not around. Not that I came here for that, but I'm just saying I just noticed it. I just watched it, and you know, and I stayed away from YouTube for like 3 years. You know what I mean? Even though I got monetized channels, I had more before I even created this one, so I still have them. You know, so this is just not this one. Who Don't Go was my last channel I created, you know, and they ended up getting to 25,000 in like 11 months or whatever, which is cool. God is great. And I got a few other channels that's moving and doing some things too as well. So, you know, yeah, that's what we doing. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. This channel, all the haters is at. Straight. A lot of y'all people come from like the conscious community and all that shit. That's the unconscious community. A lot of you are unconscious. A lot of you can even talk to me or debate with me about nothing. Trust me, bro. You never read shit. Trust me. I've read all your spiritual books. I've read them all. I've read your books. You know what I mean? Like, I don't be getting spiritual conversations, bro. I read your books though. I read them. Read Bible, read Quran, read all of that. You know? So I don't really get into those things. I don't really get into the conversation, but yeah, a lot of y'all y'all on YouTube, y'all hating, y'all hating, and if you're a woman watching, you ain't drop a like or do nothing, you're a hater. Fuck out of here, stop. And man, probably a whole bird, whole Pookie, whole Ray, and I'll probably look better than this nigga. You ain't drop a like yet. Go be with him. Bye.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Go be with that nigga. Don't gotta stay here with Uda. So go be with that nigga. Please do me a favor. Straight, nigga. Straight. Please go be with that nigga. Do Uda a favor. I don't really do too much over here, but you know. We on go. We gonna run up a little views over here. Put some energy on the channel because I most definitely wasn't live on this channel for like 2 years. That shit was crazy. So shout out to that. Shout out to y'all. Who got shit to do though? It's 9 o'clock. Sweet time. I love y'all all. I need to rinse my trees. There I go. Cool. Yeah though. Make sure y'all subscribe. If you're a hater, shit get greater later. Pray more, hate less. If you're a girl watching me, I look better than your man. Sorry. You ain't pop out. Could have been on a great adventure. So okay. Ask a bitch about it. But yeah. I don't come on YouTube line about nothing I'm talking about. Allegedly, that's all I'm gonna say. But salute to all of you people. Y'all niggas don't want me back in the sector all day. I'm taking all your bitches. Don't want me back there. You niggas is corny arguing about some dumb shit. I'm not coming to argue about bitches about nothing. I'm not a simp. I'm not none of those things, nigga. But you niggas is corny. Jesus sandals, nigga. You niggas is corny, nigga. That's why I left that space. Where the fuck you know me from, nigga. You niggas is not like that, nigga. Remember, the bitches always fucked with me. Think I want to fuck with you niggas like that? Only real niggas I fuck with, just like the streets. I only fuck with bitches, just like the streets. You niggas get on the internet and be weird. It's nothing different than the streets. See what I'm saying? I'm from this place. This place manifests. This place represents this place. I'm not vice versa. That place you think you live here and you're not live in real life. Get out, touch grass. Get out and touch grass. It's the only thing I got to say to any of y'all niggas. DDG was supposed to be saying something. That nigga corny. I ain't even playing DDG. How about that? I'll do a video on that fuck nigga tomorrow if I want to.
All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas turn shooters. my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rap. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in the computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. Welcome to the Uda. All of my niggas insane. They tryna catch a mistake. Young niggas putting in pain. It in the game, all for the game. Niggas ain't playing for nothing. Went in school, laying in bang. My little nigga kill my little nigga. Full-time job not to kill niggas. Jump off the porch of the field, nigga. You was in the house, I'm a field nigga. No fuck boys around real niggas. Been a drug dealer since a little nigga, huh? Sick of the kilo, they'll kill a nigga. Fuck how you feel, nigga. To get some kilos, I'll kill a nigga too. Throw that rock like I'm Montana. Good head, raise my antennas. G49, not San Fran. Beat the box with my bandana. Then I dip set like I'm Santana. I'm in UK like that Montana. She bring me money, you press her. You got a jug and finesse her. I give a dick that a